During our chat, another topic came forward. It's about who we are. Is each one of us a God being on this planet?
Yes and no. Each of you is a fractal of all that is, of the divine being, oneness, whatever you want to call it. We all carry that within us. We all carry infinite possibility. That is what makes us gods, is the possibility that we carry. And some have chosen to walk paths where they have become fully realized God beings, which is just to say that they have tapped that potential and have expanded to the farthest perimeters of their infinite possibilities. This possibility exists for everyone. But because we are individualized within the whole, some beings are driven to have that experience, while others do not feel it's necessary and they bypass it. Some beings have a greater desire and drive to have the experience of realized infinite potential, because this is where they fit into the cosmic web, the wheel. We each have a inclination that generally travels through large portions of our fractals, because that is the innate drive that we carry. Our role in the ecosystem, if you will. This is very difficult to explain. The human soul is so many fractals, and time does not exist. So I'm attempting to explain this in a way there's no order. There's no timeline order to these incarnations. It's so many rays coming up of the same ball of energy, and some are oriented to, everyone is oriented to specific types of service. There's There's a need for every type of experience. But some souls have a just an innate drive. Some could call it coding, programming, but it's really a drive to experience a certain way of a certain medium of expressing their soul's creativity. Like some might pick up a pencil, others pick up a paintbrush, someone else picks up rocks. It's all an expression of creativity. It all creates a master artwork. It's all a part of the weaving of the tapestry. But some souls are inclined to certain things while others have no real interest in that. And so those who have the drive to have fully realized lives of potential, maybe it's safe to say they have a large portion of their incarnation where they are infinitely realized.
Yes. Thank you so much. Mhm.
Okay.
So I have a follow-up question on that. For those commonly known energies such as Jesus, God, Goddess, Kalima, are there fractals coming from those energies as different incarnations on the planet Earth, like different beings carrying as fractals of those energies?
Yes.
Hmm.
Specific energies that are recognized on the cosmic plane as being fully realized. They carry a very expansive field. And so others may tap into that field. And there may be some who desire to have a parallel experience and share that field. This is very difficult to explain. Certain energies are so expansive that if there are billions of people upon the planet Earth and 1 million of those beings desires to have the experience of a fully realized being of infinite potential, they can tap into the field of Jesus and have the experience Does that mean there can only be one Jesus? Does it dilute the specialness to think that there is 1 million Jesuses? This is very difficult for humans to understand. You think that only one thing can be special at a time. You're so difficult for you to understand concepts outside of time, outside of a linear timeline, in the field of infinite possibilities. There can be 20 billion fractals who, in different multidimensional expressions, have the experience of living the life of Jesus. Does this make sense?
Yes. Does this mean that the soul is still this person's soul, but they can tap into Jesus' energy to expand and experience?
That is the way that we learn from and are inspired by and are able to assimilate energies that we wish to integrate into our fields. But because there is not one reality, there's infinite realities. And so there are, to put it in numbers, say 1 million who, when they were sorting out their incarnations, 1 million people at the same moment in time, because all time is now, all time happens in the same instantaneous moment. So 1 million people were Jesus at the same time. Time is so relevant here. It's hard for you to understand. I feel like she's not understanding what I'm trying to tell her to say. It's outside of the constructs of linear time. Linear time is not real. It's a construct.
Yes. Thank you so much for all your effort trying to convey this idea or this concept to us. I have another question. What is the difference between higher self and the soul?
There is no difference. It is yet a fractal.
Soul is a fractal of the higher self.
The higher self is a fractal of the soul.
Very good. Thank you so much.